Listen, it takes too much energy to remain where you are when greatness is calling you to rise higher to a new level. The same energy that you're using to stay stagnant can be used to propel you forward. Today, let's talk about what it takes to grow or go. Yeah, leaving what doesn't make you level up. Let's talk about it. Oh, I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? I hope you're having a great day in a great way. Yes, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie, and it is an honor that you have joined us. And I want to welcome you into another special broadcast. In order to do that, I need you to hit the thumbs up button on this video. Come on, family, hit the thumbs up button. Yes, hit the subscribe button as well. Let's make sure that we stream and as well as share this message with somebody. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. So I need you to help me to spread this message and share this with somebody else. We're getting ready to have a courageous conversation of illumination. You know how we do it. We got to pay that light bill. Drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Let's brighten it up. Getting ready to stretch the elasticity of your thinking. Let's brighten it all the way up. Let's turn the lights all the way on. Yeah. We're too late to quit. We're too rare to compare. Why? Because we are the light of the world. Let's highlight today's topic entitled Grow or Go. That's it. Grow or go. Leaving what doesn't make you level up. Yeah, leaving what doesn't empower you to level up. You've heard the popular saying before. It goes a little something like this. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I like to say, if it didn't kill you, then here's what you got to do. You got to use it to build you. Why is that? Because oftentimes the greatest test of our strength occurs at our weakest moments of despair. It occurs at our weakest moments of hopelessness, when it seems as if our back is up against the wall. We don't know who to call, and it seems as if we're running out of time and we're not in line with who it is that we are and where it is that we're supposed to be going and how it is that we're supposed to be growing, right? So many times we find ourselves at a crossroads in our life. We find ourselves at a fork in the road, and it comes to the particular place to where it's forward ever, backward never. We find ourselves oftentimes in a place to where we're struggling to manifest our destiny, trying to discover who it is that we are. Where do we fit in life? Where should we be? Who should we become? How long will it take for us to get there? Here's what I realize, especially when your back is up against the wall. Oftentimes, we don't realize how strong we are until being strong is our only option. Sometimes, here's what it is. We don't realize the strength that is within us until we're at our weakest moment of despair, and now we have no other recourse. We have no other reality. We have no other option but to be strong. Come on, family. Just type strength. Just type strength. Type strength. You're in a particular place in your life to where here it is. You got to either grow or you got to go. Come on now. You got to grow or you got to go. You've been stymied, you've been stifled, you've been stuck, you've been stagnant far too long. And now you're at a particular place and you're at a crossroads in your life. If I can't grow here, I got to go someplace else. Can't grow in this relationship. I got to go someplace else. Can't grow in this particular aspect and avenue where it is that I am in my life and where it is that I am in my business and my operations. I got to be challenged to change and to transform. I got to move forward to another dimension. I got to be around people who envision the future. Come on now. I got to be in a church that challenges me to grow. I got to be in an organization that challenges me to grow. I got to be in a particular place in my life that now empowers other people beyond just myself. Come on. That cares for the least, the last, the lost, the left out, the overlooked, the underserved, and the underrepresented. I got to be around other visionaries who are challenged to grow, who want to do something different, who want to shift the paradigm, who want to transform and change the trajectory, who want to go where they've never gone before and do what they've never done before. I don't want to be just around people who are leading while bleeding. I don't want to be just around people trying to help other folks, but they are hemorrhaging. I got to be around individuals who literally are growing and transforming their life each and every single day. Come on, family, just type grow or go. Come on, type grow or grow, grow or go, grow or go, grow or go. Why is that? Because there's strength, there's wisdom within you that oftentimes you haven't even used yet. Hear me, there's a rich reservoir of resilience on the inside, which is greater than what you possess on the outside. What do I mean by that? When I battled stage 4 cancer as a teenager, I discovered that real truth. I discovered that real reality. I gained strength from adversity. Here's what I had to do. I had to find the strength to grow through what it is that I was going through. I had to find the strength to live through dying places, to bounce back from a setback, to understand that God can and will bring me through what it is that I'm going through. And oftentimes, here it is, you don't just discover the strength that you have on the inside of you when your back is against the wall. You discover you. You discover what it is that God placed within you. You discover who it is that He created you to be. And here's what it is. A lot of times we get amnesia after we come out of the situation. We get amnesia after we come out of the obstacle and the trial and the paralyzing predicament. We get amnesia and we forget about all of these specific things. And now when we hit another fork in the road, when we hit another pothole in life, an emotional pothole, so to speak, when we hit another stumbling block that should be transformed into a stepping stone, we forget about the history that we have with God, that He brought us out before, and He didn't bring us this far to only leave us now. You didn't come this far to only come this far. But now you have to resurrect the champion that's on the inside of you. Come on, family, just type the word champion. Type the word champion. You ain't no chump, you're a champion. You're not no chicken, you're eagle. You're not no warrior, you're warrior. You're not chained to your past, you're chained for your future. You're not crying, you're winning. That's what you have to get to that particular place in. Right? What are you doing to stretch the elasticity of your thinking, to challenge yourself to transform, to challenge yourself to change? What thoughts are you thinking today that is now going to push the button, is now going to push the envelope for your future? Right? Whatever you were thinking last year should not be what you were thinking this year. Last year may have made you a liability. This year ought to put you into a particular place of opportunity. How are you challenging yourself to say, today I got to get better. Today I got to become wiser. Today I have to hold myself to a particular standard. Today I have to read something that's going to now develop me spiritually, mentally, socially, emotionally, financially, down those particular alleys of life. Today is my new day. Today is the first day of the rest of my life. Come on, family, just type today is the day. Today is the day. You got to get to the particular place to say, listen, I'm going to seize my now moment. This is my now moment. And because it's my now moment, I got to own it. We're mixing it up, family. Right here on In the Mix, we're talking about grow or go, leaving what doesn't empower you to level up. That's right. Leaving what doesn't empower you to level up. And of course, we're leveling you up each and every single day on In the Mix. You owe it to you to make sure that you become not just a subscriber to In the Mix, but you become a partner. How do you partner with us? The link is in the chat. The link is in the description of this video. Just click on that link. 3 specific areas where you can become a subscriber at, which is VIP, Royalty, OQP. VIP, very important person with a very important purpose. Royalty, yeah, you're king, you're queen. Wear your crown, king. Wear your crown, queen. OQP, only quality people. Only quality people have a place of only quality thinking. And here's what I want you to do. As you select one of those particular tiers, now here's what I do. I give you access to our members only area. You're only going to get that members only area right here on the YouTube channel. Things that I talk about that I don't share even here, much less on any other social media areas. Membership has its privileges. Go ahead and seize the moment even now. I want to ask you this. Are the people that surround you adding to you or subtracting from you? Because here's the thing. If they're subtracting from you, you got to go. If they're adding to you and multiplying you, now you're in place. Now you're in proximity to grow. Are they helping you grow, or are they putting you through drama and mental angst and unnecessary stress? And he say, she say, and this is how I feel about this and such. And it's so deleterious. It's so negative. They're Debbie Downer. They're negative Nancy. Right? I have to do this. I have to put my circle of friends and family under the microscope. Here's what I'm doing. When I'm putting it under the microscope, when I'm putting them under the microscope, this is what I'm doing. I'm now separating the contenders from the pretenders. I'm now separating the contenders from the pretenders. There are certain people in your life who you got to demote, who you got to promote, who you got to fire, who you got to hire, who you need to realign, who you need to reconfigure, who you need to rearrange like furniture in your life and in your family. Certain people do not fit your future. Stop trying to drag people where they have never been assigned to go. Where here it is, they only pull you away and stop you and limit you from moving into a particular place to where you can grow. I need you to hear me. Everybody who is around you is not for you. Just because people are around you doesn't mean that they're with you. Let me say that twice because oh so nice. Everybody around you is not for you. Just because certain people around you does not mean that they are with you. Some people are blocking your blessing. Some people are blocking your future. Here's what you got to do. You got to let them go to grow. You shall know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Come on. Do you have to bear everybody else's burden? Do you have to bear all the unnecessary drama and angst and mental perplexity that other people keep trying to burden you with? Is that fair to you? Come on, here's what you got to say. You got to say, listen, I'm on an emotional budget. Yeah, I'm on an emotional budget to where I don't have the emotional taxation. I don't have the emotional wherewithal to handle what it is that's withdrawing from my mental sagacity. I'm on a budget emotionally. I'm on a budget spiritually. I'm on a budget mentally. I'm on a budget to where I don't have time to deal with people who just want to withdraw but don't make any deposits in my life. I got to make a deposit into my future. Got to make a deposit into my purpose. And here's what it becomes. Here's where it is. It is setting myself to a particular place to say, listen, maybe sometimes I have to isolate in order to elevate. I got to isolate in order to elevate so that I can detect who is really a sheep or who's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Right? I got to detect, I got to be aware of the folks who talk about it just like the OJs talked about that song Backstabbers. They smile in your face All the time they want to take your place. Nothing but backstabbers. Nothing but mask wearers. I gotta have spiritual discernment. I have to tune up. I have to turn up my spiritual antennas so that I know that the right people are in my life or the wrong people are just masquerading as if they are right. Gotta have the right ones that are in my life so that I can grow. But if not, I gotta go. Family, you're doing nothing but growing whenever you're a part of our Equals community. Of course, whenever you see me with my apparel on, just know that it's on. I want you to go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Yes, theeaglesacademy.com. Each and every single Wednesday, like tonight. Yeah, right after class, right after this session here, we're soaring right into our class. Got an amazing session for you tonight. I want you to be a part of it. It's where we're growing to another dimension, relationally, spiritually, socially, emotionally, financially, interpersonally, through our emotional intelligence, through the total aspect of that which is holistic. Get you some holistic growth going on too in a room, in a Zoom room of other individuals who are intent on growing too. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you will be transformed. Such an amazing group, such an amazing transformation that takes place. And here's what I'm asking you to do. Here's what I'm encouraging you to do. I'm encouraging you to invest in yourself and be a part of it too. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. Family, here it is. We got more about grow or go. Leaving what doesn't empower you to level up. Got a special message in the midst of this special message. I want you to stick and stay. More's on the way. After these messages, I'll be right back. Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers, and yes, for those of you who desire to see our children lead and succeed. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion and our children to be a champion and empower them to overcome challenges? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are Leaders, Strategies and Solutions for Student Success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons, ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. Yeah, go get it right now. But also, you can get signed copies that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Talking about grow a goal, leaving what does not empower you to level up. And here's what I understand. We got to treat our relationships like a career profession. If the thinking that you have adopted and the people that you've adopted into your life, if they are liabilities, fire them. If they're an asset, hire them so you can go higher. Listen, at the end of the day, none of this is personal. It's just business. What did Scripture say? What did Jesus say in Scripture? He said, I must be about my Father's business. And I need you to hear me. For any business to flourish, for any business to birth, for any business to thrive and not just survive, but to grow, here's what you have to do. You got to make some good investments. You got to make some courageous investments. We're having a courageous conversation right now, family. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker on our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks change. The same principles congruent to your relationships. Here's what you are. I need you to just type this, family. type CEO. Type CEO. If you know that you are a CEO, type CEO. What I mean by that, you are the CEO of your life. You have to take inventory of your life. What I mean by you being the CEO, beyond just you being the chief executive officer, you are the chief encouraging officer of your life. You got to affirm yourself. You got to rehearse it. You got to speak life over your life. You got to realize your value. You got to recognize your worth. You got to begin to invest in yourself. Why is that? Because when you begin to do that, your relationships now yield fruitful results. Let me say it again. When you recognize that, your relationships now yield fruitful results. Family, just type, it's harvest time. Come on, it's harvest time. The harvest that hits your head, the harvest that hits your heart, the harvest that hits your hands, the harvest that hits your house. Right? When I begin to yield to the whole aspect of what it is that God wants me to do and how it is that I need to be in alignment with my divine assignment, how I need to be in proximity with my purpose. Here's what happens. I now yield to what will give me the greatest yield. And what is the greatest yield? That which now becomes a plentiful, fruitful harvest. Why? Because if you are faithful, you will become fruitful. Let me talk to you. Listen, it comes from this particular place. It comes from this particular aspect that the real reality, and I don't even think it's a sad reality. It's just a truthful reality. And that reality is there's some people that you just have to love from a distance. As I said before, it's not personal, it's just business. If certain people, habits, behaviors, and sometimes you got those self-sabotaging behaviors. Come on, you got to be real with you. Things that you know you need to identify in your life, things that you want to continue to ignore. And I implore you, don't ignore, implore yourself to take inventory of your life. Certain things that you know really are an impediment to your life. They're not helping you to grow. And if it's not helping you to grow, you got to let it go. Oh, it hurts to let certain things go. It hurts to let certain patterns go. It hurts to let certain habits go. It hurts to let certain people go. But here's what I have to get to the particular place of understanding. Do I want the nagging pain of staying where it is that I am? Or will I just make the break? Right? Because here's the thing. It's going to be pain either way. Dealing and hanging on to the nagging pain is still pain. It hurts. The break that you make that now sets you free for your future, it hurts too. And here it is. It's two types of pain in life, the pain of discipline or the pain of consequence. It's going to be pain either way, ladies and gentlemen. Hate to be the bearer of breakthrough news, but that's what it is. Far better to be alone than in the company of those who make you feel alone. Far better to be alone than in the company of bad people. Why is that? Because negative people stunt your growth. It is positive people that enhance your growth. Positive people don't come to disrespect you. Positive people don't come to say one thing and do another. Positive people don't throw a rock and hide their hand. Positive people don't talk behind your back and try to malign you, and then they all up in your face skinning and grinning. Being two-faced. Positive people are not whispering behind your back and trying to incriminate you simply because you won't do what they want you to do. Come on now. You ought not want to be with somebody. You ought not to want to be in the company of other people who you got to really twist their arm. Whoever's for you is for you. If they're not for you, be a man about it. Be a woman about it. But don't disrespect you by trying to disrespect somebody else. Positive people are not going to disrespect you. Here's what they're going to do. They're going to direct you. They're going to redirect you to a place of growth, a place of not just growth, but a place of greater growth. Here's the thing. You got to surround yourself with people who motivate you, not manipulate you. Oh, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. You got to surround yourself with people who motivate you to be a better you, not manipulate you to remain who they want you to be. And hear me, you know you're in the hands of a manipulator when you feel bad for what they did to you. They disrespected you. Come on, they came at you sideways. And now you feeling bad about it? Oh, come on, you need to check yourself. Don't allow them to wreck you. Don't allow you to wreck you. Don't allow you to wreck yourself. Got to make the improvements. Here it is. Grow or go is not solely just about people who are empowering you to grow, but it's also about you putting them in the work to grow up. Come on, everything don't go your way and now you got to throw a pity party hat? Got to put on your pity party hat? You got to throw a pity party every single time it don't go your way? Oh yeah, because you like being the victim. If you can't get attention, now you want pity. And that's a pitiful thing. Growth comes when you make adjustments. And hear me, just because you're grown doesn't mean you're done growing. Growth moves beyond the spectrum of just physical maturation in your masculinity and your femininity. Growth is interpersonal. Growth is an emotional, intelligent thing. Growth is spiritual. Growth is relational. Growth is financial. And hear me, when you stop growing, you start dying. Real growth is not so much just what is seen on the outside. Real growth is that which is seen on the inside. It nurtures, it germinates, it metastasizes, so to speak. It spreads throughout your whole aspect, your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. So that now you can do the healing from within, so that you can remedy the broken places, so that you can overcome the TNT in your life, the trauma and the triggers that become so TNT, toxic, explosive, so that you can overcome those negative childhood wounds, to where now you expect everybody to try to soothe your wounds as you bleed on people who didn't cut you, simply because of you refusing to do the work. Come on, family, just type do the work. Do the work. Don't feel good, but do the work. And don't get the applause, but do the work. You may not get a whole bunch of followers from it, but do the work. Be a better you by building you, by investing in you, by doing the work that other people refuse to do. Come on, family. Growth takes work. Inner healing takes work. Restoration of your heart and your mind and your soul and your spirit takes work. Taking inventory, revisiting your goals, focusing on the plan of action, believing that you can grow to the next level. It takes growth. Come on, hear me. It's your time to flourish. It's not your time to flounder. It's not your time to be flustered. It's not your time to flake. It's your time to flourish. Oh, yeah. Come on now. For you to flourish, here's what you got to allow God to do. You got to allow God to take those scissors and begin to cut away, begin to prune certain things that are in your life. Come on, your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Come on, that which is not causing you to grow, cut it off. The kind of conversations that all are about whispering about other people. And talking about what so-and-so isn't doing. What about you? Cut it out. Cut it off. Small people talk about people. Big idea people talk about ideas. They talk about vision. They talk about purpose. They talk about plans. They talk about prospering. You know you better than that. You know you're better than just sitting up talking about folks all day. Because guess what? You keep taking a bone. Oh yeah, those other people gonna bring a bone too. You keep talking about other people to other people, and guess what? Other people gonna be talking about you to other people too. And here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna also talk to the person who you were talking about to them. You went to that person talking about so and so said this, so and so did that, so such and such this happened, this the XYZ, da 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 da. Trust and believe the same person who you're talking about to the person who you think you're trusting is also going back to that same individual and telling me or telling them and telling this person, telling that person, telling them over there, telling those individuals over there. This is what so and so said about such and such. You got to get to the particular place to say, listen, I'm not going to bring my problems to folks with other problems. I'm taking my problems to the problem solver. I'm going to trust God and I'm going to leave it there. Why? Why should I put my mouth on other people and make it even more messier? Why should I go to the back door when God wants me to go to the front? And he don't just want me to walk into the building. He wants me to own it. And so guess what you got to do? You got to own your mistakes. Got to own your missteps. Got to own all the things of what it is that didn't work out in your life. You got to own the fact that you allowed certain people to treat you a certain way. And you got to forgive yourself for that. You got to appropriate the forgiveness of God. You got to forgive other people. You got to forgive yourself for blame shifting. Because you're not always a victim. Sometimes you're a perpetrator too. Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. Come on, family. Just type work on you. Come on, type work on you. Growing or going is not just about the people who are coming into my life. It's also about me being a suitable fit for my own growth and my own purpose. And am I a suitable fit for the people who I'm expecting to grow with? Am I causing them to grow too? Or because of my own insecurity and idiosyncrasies, am I stopping them from growing as a result? Oh, come on. I can't flounder. I can't be flustered. I can't flake. I gotta flourish. Why? Because God is renewing your strength like the eagles. You're going to mount up on wings as an eagle. You're not going to, come on, you're going to run and not be weary. You're going to walk and not faint. You're getting ready to bloom where you've been planted. But here's what you got to do. You got to plan it. Plan your growth. Plan your strategy for next level thinking. Plan your purpose and your provision and the protection of what it is that God wants to give you and how he's going to grant it to move your life to another dimension. Come on, family. Just drop some eagles emojis in the chat. Time for you to grow. Time for you to go. Time for you to soar out of that chicken coop. Time for you to get out of that chicken coop. Time for you to get out of the nest and soar into your best. Come on, it's time to, come on, family. Just type soar into your best. Soar into your best season. Soar into your best purpose. Soar into your best level of thinking. Soar into your best relationships. Soar into more. Need you to hear it. I implore you to soar into more. Family, this is a great place to be able to sow. Yeah, it's a great place to sow. Givers always grow. Did you hear me? This is a great place to sow. Why? Because givers always grow. A writer will always have words. A writer will always have sentences and phrases and chapters for books. A singer will always have songs. A A speaker will always have messages, and a giver will always have money. A giver will never lack. I would that you sow into this word that you've heard. This is where you grow. I want you to sow. This is where you soar. I want you to sow. Sow where you soar. Sow where you grow. It's not as a debt that you owe. It is a seed that you sow. And I'm believing that God's going to increase you 30, 60, 100 fold. Exceedingly abundantly, above all that you can ask or think. As you're sowing, I want you to name your seed. Maybe you're naming your seed growing. Maybe you're naming your seed leveling up. Maybe you're naming your seed flourishing. I want you to name your seed as you sow your seed. And you can send your seed electronically into our super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker, as well as Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail. Once again, Cash App, $Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail. And then, of course, even through our super conversation, dropping a super chat, sending a super sticker as well. I want to thank you for your seed that you're sowing that is into good ground here. The testimonies that have come, the transformation that has taken place, where people have been writing me locally and nationally, letting me know that they're grateful because they have sown into our In the Mix. Yeah, our In the Mix sessions, which has caused them to soar into another dimension. I know it's going to happen for you too. Thank you for the seeds that you have sown, because this is your season to grow. Come on, family. If you believe it, just type growth. Type growth. Come on, type that. Type growth. Type growth. If you're not a member of In the Mix, join us in the mix into our members only area. All you have to do is just tap the link in the chat. Link is in the description of this video. VIP Royalty OKP. Choose one of those badges. Sincere salute to all of our badge members who have a colorful comments in our live chat. And that denotes and that dictates the fact that they have partnered with us to secure a badge and to become not just a member, not just a subscriber, but become a partner. And my gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. Membership has its privileges. Go ahead, unlock it. Go ahead and access it for our members only area. Family, In the Mix, we got that there, but we also are mixing it up in our Eagles community. If you really want to partner with me, soar with me into our Eagles Academy. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. You can still be a part of our session tonight. Come on, go ahead. Unlock this opportunity to soar to another dimension into my private mentoring, my group coaching, my sessions of what it is that we empower you to experience transformation over and over and over again. Get access to every session that we've ever done, and then you get an opportunity to become a member and become a partner in our live sessions. It's absolutely amazing. Owe it to you to invest in you. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, In the Mix. We're out of time. But trust me, I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And yes, we mix it up right here on the YouTube side. Hit the thumbs up button on the video, family. Hit the thumbs up button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Some of y'all haven't even shared this yet. Share this with somebody. Share if you care. Invite somebody to check out the replay for this session tonight. Of course, we mix it up here on the YouTube side, but also on our sister satellite stations on social media. And so I give you a sincere salute to all of you who are watching. Of course, just got to ask you the question, are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then, let's get locked in. Right now on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm personally inviting you to join me each and every single Sunday, 10 a.m. at the Remnant Worshipers Church, where I am the pastor. To God be the glory for that. I'm the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church. And of course, we have a high time of prayer, praise, and a preach word and worship. It's going to catapult you to another dimension, spiritually, socially, emotionally. You owe it to you to join us. You say, well, where do I come? I'm so glad you asked. 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit. I'm doing my best to save your seat. A church alive is worth the flight of the drive. Y'all get any of my books on Amazon and the eaglesacademy.com/books. eaglesacademy.com/books is where you can get a signed copy of any of my books. I got 18 of them out there. Do yourself a favor. Add me to your library. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? You know I'm the man for the job, so invite me to empower you and speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you got to do is email me to invite me. info@EddieConnorJr.com. It would be an honor for me to empower you. Family, yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. Oh, and I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you, yes, you now. I'm talking to you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, a whole lot brighter. Peace and love. Keep soaring higher. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.